What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I just got a watch in my possession. This is a watch that's on loan to me. It's actually making a YouTube tour through a bunch of the normal places. I'll put a list below where you can see other reviews of the exact same watch. Not only the same model, but the exact same one. It's from TMD Industries, not PVP Industries. That's Peter Von Panda. But TMD is a new startup micro brand based out of Hong Kong. And I've been really excited about this because this is their diver's watch, and it's cool. It comes in a plastic case, kind of like a Pelican case. It looks like it has a relief valve right there for diving. I mean, it seems like a pretty sturdy case. It kind of reminds me of the plastic cases that the limited edition Spinnakers came in, and I feel like a secret agent snaps there. And then here we have it, the TMD. Now this is the DW-171 Mark 1. It comes in a Mark 2 and 3, which I think are just different color combos, which is kind of primarily blue. So you can see we have kind of the egg crate padding here, and the whole thing, as far as I know, will actually come like this if you buy this thing. And I will talk a little bit about that in a moment here. But I always like seeing new watch brands come about and kind of pushing the envelope and really providing great deals and value for people. Looks like we've got some watch band tools and microfiber cloths and what have you in this little pouch here. Then we also have, it looks like a nylon Nato Strap, big Panerai style, a brushed stainless steel buckle. I even like these loops here, stainless steel as well. Certainly looks sick. Wow, this is kind of the highest end NATO watch I've ever seen. TMD right there. So pretty NATO strap, I should say. And then it also comes with a stainless steel bracelet, and you can see here curved edges to hug right up against the case. I mean, everything looks nice. One of the telltale signs is when you get a lot of wiggle in daylight, and this one is really nice. I mean, man, it's got some serious weight, but it looks great. And as you can see, solid links through there, not kind of rolled sheet metal. And then the deployment clasp here is pretty robust too. TMD etched on there, and you can see here we've got typical deployment clasp, but a really high quality one. And then we also have right here a little bit of, it looks like to me, some micro adjustment. Wow, look at that. So that is really cool. You pull this down, and then you can kind of make your micro adjustments. Really awesome, you know, for true divers as well as guys who just swell up after eating stuff with gluten. All right, so here we go. Here is the watch. I'm fooling around on all the rest of that, and this thing looks awesome to me. Now, it is a nice execution for a first watch. I think this is their first one from TMD. And as you can see here, we've got a beautiful polished buckle. You know, it's not that kind of flared out wide Panerai style, but it's really nice, and it does have a little bit of flair. Really solid and meaty. We've got a handmade leather band here. I really like kind of this vintage distressed leather look. Some side stitching up at the top and bottom. We'll get rid of this here. And you can see down here, just really great T on the tip there. A little leather work done. Then underneath, kind of pebbled texture. Really beautiful. I love it. I love these thick, you know, thick leather watches. And the interesting thing about this is, as you might be able to see there, kind of an unfinished edge, just a cut edge, which is kind of nice because a lot of times they're either burnished or painted. Just gives it a little bit more of that rugged look. That's almost more of like an orienteering compass watch or a field watch instead of a diver's watch. But I really like that. And take a look at that, the band color and the black. I think this is just a smart looking watch. 316L stainless steel, which you'd expect, polished on the sides here, and you know, it kind of hugs a little Coke bottle-ish right there, blends straight into the lugs. And then you can see the top portion here is all brushed, so you get a little bit of that two-tone look. A little bit of crown protectors kind of protruding there, nice knurling on the crown, and then you can see the T etched there as well, and the helium release valve right there for true divers. And the whole case back here is really etched. I mean, it's like almost like a collectible coin. It's not just like laser etched. I mean, that is really, it's like machined in. Limited edition, obviously. This is number 2 of 30. Pretty cool. Be nice to have an exhibition back, but I get why they don't, especially in real divers watches. Now it says ETA 2824-2 movement, as you can see there, and so you get this really nice tried and true movement. It's actually interesting to me to see the ETAs in kind of startup brands, because I thought ETA was going to kind of take it all in-house and not really allow startups to use ETAs, but obviously they've got it, so that's pretty nice, you know. And then on the front here, that is just magnificent. I really, really like it. It kind of reminds me of a lot of the divers watches that we've had here. And what we have here is like this kind of like donut inflatable life ring type of bezel here, but that's sapphire. And as you can see, you've got the numbers underneath and some markings, and then you have what I believe they call BGW9 lume. So I presume there's lume underneath this outer bezel, then obviously lume on the applied markers. Really big sword style hand here, and then an arrow hand for the hour. The nice diamond shaped pip on the second hand, and that's totally painted, full on painting. Man, these clicks are smooth. Wow, that is smooth. And then unidirectional, can't move it back, but obviously a true diver's watch, because I can kind of move this and set this, so I'm going to move it all the way back so I don't have an OCD issue. But you can see here we've got the first 15 minutes marked off for true divers. Date right there. You know, just a great traditional look. And if we get really in there, you can see kind of that outer chapter ring, that outer bezel. It's a very angled, almost vertical. We've got minute markings all across there. TMD Industries and automatic Swiss movement, as well as the 660-foot diving depth markings on there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and unscrew the crown here a little bit and see if we can't just wind up the movement just a smidge here, just to prove that it's running and working. You can see nice smooth action on that seconds hand. And then if we just pull it out one more time here, I think we can get rid of the hands on top of the lettering on the bottom. So really, really nice. Not a huge watch, Goldilocks size, 42 millimeters in my opinion. And you know, it's just really nice looking. Now let's go ahead and just throw it on the wrist here. And of course, I make everything look good. But you know, on a 7.5 inch wrist, you know, the 42 millimeter size is just great. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you can kind of tell here, but man, the light just flashes off of it in a really, really high quality way. I mean, you can kind of see there we've got a domed crystal, kind of protrudes a little bit. It is sapphire. It's a double domed with air coating inside, which I kind of like. I mean, I get the air coating on both sides of it, and it kind of really makes it disappear. But you know, I don't know if you've ever had an air coated crystal on the outside, and after years of brushing, sometimes you get little scratches, kind of wears the air coating away. That can kind of be annoying. It kind of look a little rough, and sometimes it does a little weird thing with water beading and stuff like that. So I really prefer the air coating underneath. And in fact, sometimes on some watches where I've had an air coating on the outside, I've actually just taken like a Dremel and a polish wheel and buffed it off to kind of just make it just look like glass. And so I don't mind that, but some people might, and some people might hate me for doing that. But you know, this is just great on my wrist here. I think it's perfect size. Like I said, 7.5 inches, 42 millimeters is just a beautiful size. And this is just a phenomenal looking watch. I'm really, really impressed with it. You get ETA automatic movement on it too, and you know, just it's a great piece to bring to the market. Now I will also say that I think these are 15% off on the website. You'll have to go, it's tmdindustries.com. You can pick it out, check out the other color combos if you like, but at a retail price of $550, and then a buy it now price of like $467, I think, you can get a lot of watch, proven Swiss movement for not a lot of money. And man, it's got some nice weight. It just feels really robust, and you know, it's something that a lot of people don't have. You know, that's a great thing about the micro brand. So I just want to show it to you, man. I love it. It's going to go out to some other guys here. I think they'll also probably like it. I like this kind of new take on a diver's watch. Check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description. Peter Von Panda out.